Question for Mr. Palin. You once used the term unconstructive silliness, referring to the Python's humor. How much Chapman was a part of this?
Well, I think Graham was perhaps sillier than all of us. He didn't appear to be. He appeared to be very straight and rather serious about things. But I feel that very often Graham would be silent for a long period in writing, and then after about half an hour we'd say something, oh, it could be a Norwegian blue, or something like that, and immediately you've got something there which no one else would have thought of. He did have a way of going to, the silliest ideas, and yet, as I say, he was a very sort of, seemed a very serious man. So I think he was very, very important to the construction or deconstruction, or the silliness certainly of Python, and he appreciated silliness. He loved it, which other members of the team didn't quite as much. I mean, John quite liked being silly, but there was a point where he stopped being silly and got very serious, especially about 3:27. Whereas Graham would just be slightly wonderful all the time. Lemon curry. Yes, he said. He used to say lemon curry and Betty Marsden. That's it. Yeah, when we were filming in Glencoe for Life of Brian, I'd hear Graham come in.
Holy Grail.
Holy Grail. Sorry. Oh, his Life of Brian. That was Tunisia. Sorry about that.
Glencoe,
in Glencoe.
Mixed up.
Yeah, it was just one mad word. We're all on drugs. Anyway, I went to bed early, being the nice one of the group, and heard in the corridor, heard Graham coming to bed saying, Betty Marsden! Betty Marsden! Then the second night he comes in, Betty Marsden! I'm on my own tonight! Betty Marsden! So on the third morning I said, Great, you mind, it's just, I was trying to get to sleep. Can you just be a bit, okay. So the next night there was silence, no Betty Marsden at all. And I woke up in the morning, there was a little slip of paper pushed under my door, and I opened it and it said, Betty Marsden. So he was silly.
Okay, I think it was a gentleman in the front row. I can't see that.
Question for Terry and Michael. We've heard about the tapes, but how was it for you hearing the tapes for the first time? Was it like a voice from beyond the grave, and did it inspire a lot of trips down memory lane like that last answer?
Yeah, I guess so. But it was just natural. It felt just very natural to have Graham's presence in the studio when we were recording the voices. It just felt what it used to be like. It didn't tug at the heartstrings at all, but it was just natural.
It was very. It was brilliant that you found it, because I think Liar's Autobiography is one of the best books about Python, if not the best. Partly because it's quite short, and also because it's all lies, and yet within the lies are a lot of truths, and it's a very, very funny book. There's a bit where he comes off the plane after the Canadian tour we all did, and we went to Los Angeles, and Graham had drunk an awful lot. And he got to this hotel, and he was so pissed. First thing he was ring up and ask them whether he'd checked in or not, and if he was in a group or not. And they told him yes. And then he said, "Well, I want to go to my favourite restaurant in LA. Please send a limousine to collect me." And they said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yes. Are you sure you want a limousine to take you to this restaurant?" And Graham said, "Yes, I do. Thank you very much." And got quite testy about it, and got into the limousine, and the restaurant was just across the road. So it's a very funny book, and it was great to hear Graham read it, really. I thought it did bring him back, and I think it's brilliantly interwoven into the film. I don't think film could have really worked without that voice of Graham going all the way through, and it's rather nice to hear him. I'd never heard him read the book.